Case Study 0041, Battle Star Wars, with the very handsome and talented Andy Slater, our mixer and engineer extraordinaire. When the leader of the evil coalition threatens to destroy a rebel planet for its resources, his daughter will have no choice but to join the rebel side and fight for what is right. What does that sound like?
So Tressa,
Yes.
how you feel about that movie we just watched?
You know, I'm not sure. I don't know if I remember anything about it, even though we just watched it like 5 seconds ago.
Mm-hmm.
I knew right away that I wouldn't be able to follow it because I can't follow that sort of, we're talking a lot in spaceship sci-fi.
Uh-huh. What I think with a movie like this, where there's a lot of like talking and shit, dialogue and stuff like that, anything they can do to kind of skirt telling a story is wonderful. I hated it. So, Battle Star Wars.
The descriptor of this movie on IMDb, I don't know if this is apparent or not, but this was pretty obviously a mockbuster for Star Wars. I don't know if you caught that or not.
I don't, at times, I think it definitely was, but I
What
think there's
with-
other things I could think of that they were kind of, that was informing the decisions of everything they did.
Like Ice Pirates or
No.
Spaceballs or
No.
the breaks in between the movie at Mystery Science Theater with the sets or... I'm sorry, what would you describe it as?
Have you ever seen Earth Final Conflict?
I don't know, have I?
Earth Final Laptop? Earth Final Conflict was something that was subpar to Stargate on Sunday morning in the days of Xena and all of that. It was so forgettable and so just a wash of absolute total bullshit that I think Battle Star Wars took a lot from that as to not necessarily stay in your memory, but remind you that, oh, I just watched a movie.
I know that you were bringing this up because I should remember it because we obviously watched it together at some point, but I have no memory of it whatsoever.
Do you remember the John Belushi, the made-for-TV John Belushi story from like 2003 or something like that?
Absolutely not. No.
All right. Well, there was a scene in there where they were talking about his comedy, where they're like, well, "There's no."
wait.
Right?
Wait,
No. Like, there's like some dudes at SNL or TV people that are just kind of like, "Where's the funny? We don't know what the joke is." And the line that came out of it is, "No, it's a joke-like substance."
No. I know exactly what you're talking about. It was not about John Belushi. It was the Robin Williams story.
Oh, but John
they were talking
Belushi
about-
was in it, and
Okay.
that was the scene.
They
You're
were
right.
talking about the jokes in Mork and Mindy.
Mork and Mindy.
And they were like, I don't get it. What's the joke here? And they're like, no. It doesn't have to be funny. It's joke-like substance.
And that was John Belushi's line. So that's where I'm getting that from. Anyway,
Yeah.
Battle Star Wars was a sci-fi-like substance. It was a movie-like substance. I mean, it had a whole lot of sci-fi, but none of it
Boy, did
that
they
was
have
memorable.
lighting. No. Here's what it was. It was, let me preface this with, I understood that the Mystery Science Theater set was fun and campy and very low budget. And we all love this, right? I didn't get a full understanding of it until I visited the studios at their very first con that I went to in the 90s.
Right?
I got to see the sets up close and personal, and it was just toys glued to a piece of plywood.
Yeah, it was like Strange Brew, like the movie they were making in Strange Brew.
Yes,
Egg
and
crates.
It was perfect for what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And it is mediocre for what the Asylum does. All of their spaceship sets are stuff glued to a piece of plywood and then spray painted so it all looks gray and
You expect better?
No, not at
Oh,
all. I'm
all right.
just saying that's what the entirety of this movie was,
Right,
with like 5 minutes of CGI spaceships.
There's no creativity
No,
in their spray painting of toys.
I mean, there was. Someone had to come up with those, whatever. But
No, somebody had to go and steal it from another person's lot.
yeah, okay,
Planet
I'll give you that.
Dune, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it did look very well. And in that case, it would be Planet Dune stealing from them. But,
Oh.
and it's not really stealing if it's the same company. So,
Mm.
but I have no idea what happened in this movie.
Well, I'll tell you what. Here's some things that I realized before we even get to the story.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know anything about the CGI.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine that it was done by some young professional that did it on their laptop.
And wait, hold on.
For the people listening at home, can you just tell them what you did?
I just unplugged the light because it was too bright and not sexy enough in here.
Another thing that we need to tell all the people at home, we're both wearing overalls. That's how fucking serious we are about comfort
Yep.
and sci-fi.
Utilitarian and yep. We mean business.
With that said, without being able to really see a lot of the visuals, you were telling me there's a lot of crop top action in this movie.
Hold on. We were talking about CGI first.
Oh yeah. Well, CGI wasn't as good as the abs, right?
Obviously not.
Yeah, okay.
You know,
Did
regardless,
it look good?
that's what I'm trying to get to. For Asylum, it looked amazing. For big budget Hollywood, it was garbage. But for the Asylum, I thought it was really nice. I had no problems with the CGI in this movie. It didn't look terribly green screened or whatever. It was fine.
I don't think they have green screens in CGI.
I don't care. Okay. Shut up.
Well, I'm glad that you're like so forgiving with this.
Baby.
Because when it comes to the sound effects, I knew exactly which sound effect library all of those sounds came from. And I know that if you're going to be doing sound design for a movie like that, you're also mixing the film, you're also doing the ADR and the dialogue and probably composing the damn thing all within like 3 days.
Yeah.
But still.
I'm glad my mic's
just
aimed right at my glass.
Just alter the thing.
I know. It's rough.
It's fine.
No, the sound effect. Okay, aside from the sound effects, the music. Can we talk about how much I hated the music?
It was a really serious moment, but then there was like sappy love song music in the background. And
it felt like the music was trying to convince me that this scene was something that it was not.
Nah, it wasn't anything.
It was.
It would have been better if there was no music.
If there were no music, it would be so raw. It'd be like
it'd be like
4-track demos by
PJ Harvey.
Yeah, fuck
nah,
yeah.
dude, it would just be like a student film.
Oh yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to start.
Okay, let's talk about crop top.
But wait.
Yeah.
So the sound effect, you know how in like CSI or like, you know, sci-fi movies where there's like some kind of digital thing that's this high frequency, like ding, 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 like really high
you're
frequency.
Comparing CSI to sci-fi movies?
Sound design. Yeah. What I want to get to is when CSI, whatever, any of that shit, where there's some kind of magical crime lab thing going on, where there's like when like text comes up, or like like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
They had those sounds, but they were just constantly going for like a minute. There was like a bunch of like sci-fi stuff going on, a lot of computer stuff.
Yeah.
And you'd hear the person go, like, you'd hear your hand go like, and then or like, and then you'd hear like constantly, as if
Andy,
they just let it loop and there was nothing on screen. And the only time you knew a ship was coming was when it went boom.
Andy,
as
all
if it's
those
a trailer.
All of those sounds were there because it was 1,300 years. I'm sorry, 1,300 cycles in the future.
Over 1,300 cycles in the future.
Over.
Yeah. And yet, I don't want to bring this joke out yet. So we'll just wait. We'll just wait. Yeah, I don't know. Oh my God, it's a space Western.
Is it though? It's like, you make it sound like it's Firefly, and it is very much not.
You mean Star Wars?
Oh, yeah.
Or Battlestar Galactica? Fire Galactify?
I don't know about Battlestar Galactica.
It's a space Western with Cylons.
And even Star Wars, was based off of a Western that was based off of a samurai movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So I just want to throw that out to make me sound like I'm smart.
See, I was trying to not go down the road of the 90s, I guess probably still to this day. Independent cinema film school dude. Well, actually, Star Wars was based on a Kurosawa movie. You probably never heard of it. I can't wait till Tarantino does a Star Wars movie. Now that voice, not at all what I expect from somebody in a Dan Clowes comedy.
No.
It's more like, actually,
Tell me about
the one movie with Tarantino and Captain Beefheart made.
You done?
Tell you about what now?
How does this movie start?
All right, so there's a fucking dude named COVID.
That's not a name. Keep going.
It's easier to say than whatever. His name is like Corvabond or some shit like that, right? And he's like the loose cannon. He's like the leader of the rebels.
He is the Luke Skywalker / Han Solo
/
Chewie
Magnum PI
/
Yeah. So all right, the movie starts with COVID Burnside, or whatever his name is. He's on some ship. And
he's on a ship.
He's on some fuck ship. And so he's on some ship, and then there's a dude.
What kind of dude?
There's a dude who's a paladin.
Right. He's like, what are you doing here?
Well, he has a Scottish accent, even though I'm sure he's Armenian.
I don't know.
It was some combination of whatever the fuck
he
the
is
paladin's
space
supposed
Scottish to. Is what he is.
And you know what the most important thing about him was?
What's that?
He wore a cape.
But he only wore a cape in the first 3 minutes of that movie.
Yeah, because then he got blown up. So we thought. Because, spoiler alert, he was put into hypersleep, aka space hibernation, in which regulations and policies show just by a bunch of different like case studies and no capes in the hypercube.
No, why would you put capes? No.
Exactly. So when we see him later, he doesn't have a cape on because he was in fucking space hibernation.
But what happened to the cape? I just want to know what happened to the cape. Inquiring minds, capes. What happened?
I mean, this is a thing that I was wondering is if when somebody is put into hypersleep.
Yeah, do their
as
capes
they call
dissolve?
it. Is it like when you get out of jail where they keep your clothes in a bin? And like 10 years later, you get your Adidas and your fucking gold chain back. Whereas his name is Denz.
I don't think it was.
No, dude, it was totally Denz.
No, he asked people to call him that, but I don't think that's his name.
Oh, he's like giving himself
really cool nickname.
He's trying out a nickname. No, I want to be T-Dog. No, Denz. You're dense, man. You're dense. Oh, I like that Denz. Yeah, I like that.
That's not what I said. You idiot. I called you dense.
He's a paladin, and the paladins are, I guess, programmed, even though I don't think he's a robot.
I don't understand.
The code of the road for him was that he had to stand by the coalition of planets.
Yeah, I don't. It's still.
Coalition
everything about him was confusing.
The coalition of planets were the ones chasing COVID. And the leader of the coalition of planets' name was like. I kept calling him Maleficent, but it's like Napstar or something.
Right,
he just looked like Joe Azuzu and dressed like Hugh Hefner, so we called him Hugh Azuzu. He's chasing COVID Burnside or whatever his name is. No. COVID is there in this ship. He needed to hijack this ship from the Paladin, and he had a buddy named Ajax who is a space pirate, and she's sexy and stuff. And she's like, COVID, what are you doing? There's a Paladin. Paladins and pirates are like arch enemies. He's like, no, it's cool. We're going to get this ship. We're going to go where I got to get everybody and stuff like that. And then she's like, no, fuck you. I'm out of here. And then Paladin's like, what's going on? I have to turn you over to the coalition. And he's like, no, because check this out, dude.
Yeah, what up?
Yo, check it out. Have you heard of Haven? And Paladin's
word?
like,
what's that?
Yo, Haven is like this new super fucking awesome place where everybody's cool and there's no
Wait, are you talking about heaven? Is this like a suicide thing?
Dude,
what are you doing, dude?
No. Haven, as if like it's a haven for good and beauty.
Sounds like heaven,
and check this out. And he lifts up some contraption and goes boop boop boop, and they look out the window and whoosh, this planet comes out of fucking nowhere.
Shit!
It was cloaked, and the Paladin was like, oh, That's what legends are made of. I don't think he said that. That's just
I think
kind
you
of what.
just meant.
And he was like, you got to help me get all of my people. There's thousands of us on this ship that we're trying to steal to get to that planet because we're being chased.
That?
COVID.
Okay.
So he's like, we're being chased and we got to get down to Haven. And he kept talking about Haven, this, Haven, as if it was like some kind of timeshare shit he was trying to sell the Paladin.
Yeah, for sure.
And the Paladin's like, and he's like, please trust me. And Paladin's like, And then he fucking rats him out and snitches him to Joe Azuzu. He's like, you did the wrong thing. And there's thousands of people here. We have to get down to the planet. And the Paladin's like, I will separate the ship from the engines and whatever will happen. He's like, no, you'll die, Paladin. And he's like, I do not care.
Okay, hold on real quick. Real quick. To the listener, I told Andy to pay attention to the movie because I was not going to take notes. And thus, he very much did. So, please, Andrew, continue.
And he's like, I'm going to separate this ship from the engines and you go get in the escape pod. And he's like, are you sure? He's like, go do it. Blah, blah, blah. I'm Scottish. And then COVID gets on the intercom and is like, everybody drop what you're doing. Get off your asses and leave. As if that's supposed to mean that everybody knows to leave because whatever.
Oh, he said that thing.
No, yeah, he was like, evacuate, put down what you're doing and leave. And it's like, evacuate ship would have worked. But,
right.
I
there were
understand.
so many things. If I had heard that, I'd been like wait, what? Is he serious? What the fuck is he talking about?
He didn't say Haven in this sentence, so we don't even know if he's serious or not.
Is this actually the guy? Is this like a recording? I don't know what's going on.
We don't know it's you.
I'm just going to hang out and see what happens because, fuck you, dude.
It's like, we need proof of life. And he's like, okay, Haven. Oh, shit, it is COVID. Let's go. And everybody split. And then he thought that the Paladin died. And Ajax, the pirate who took off and double-crossed him, thought the Paladin died.
And then there's...
Fast forward 3 minutes.
Yeah, throughout the credits.
Oh, there were credits.
Yeah, there were credits. With the
boom.
Yeah. All the sounds and the gun sounds and the... Yeah. And then we get 2 cycles / years later.
2 years later. 2 cycles later.
Thank you, by the way.
COVID is flying around. I don't know if he's thinking about like, oh, yo, Haven's so fucking cool. And
that's
it's
all he
awesome.
does. He's
and
like,
I got to tell more people about Haven. I hope that I can find a weary traveler who wants to come to Haven because Haven is made mostly of refugees and farmers and people who have given up the life of fighting for love and enrichment. So anyway, then he ends up on the docking bay of Ajax's pirate ship.
Right, and we like, finally get to meet Ajax. I think it's time for Tress's corner. Whatever my theme song is. Okay, I had some minor problems with some major hairstyles in this movie. Let's talk about Astera's haircut.
Oh, you're bringing up the princess now?
Yeah, no, shut up. She had a very blunt bob, but it sloped down in the back, which bothered me. But that wasn't even the problem because she had a side part. Cool, no problem. However, parts of her other side of her part were hanging down over her short side of the part. I don't know how to describe that. There were just little danglers that should have either been cut, like clippered off, or parted back to the other side because it should have been all blunt, but instead they were like weird danglers. I hated it. And then we got...
Wait.
Yeah?
You said blunt?
Oh, God.
Go on.
Thank you. And then we got Ajax. Her hair is like a combination of Tank Girl and Grandma's roller set, and I could not have hated it more. Choose one, and I will love each individual one. Combine them, don't care for it.
So 1,300 cycles in the future from now, they can remember all of the things to steal from Star Wars except for the fucking lightsaber, but they can't remember what hairstyles were.
Why were there no lightsabers in this movie? There were phaser guns.
There was a knife that shot shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was more like I don't know what the fuck that thing was. It was not a knife. I called it that.
That's not a knife.
You know what?
It was like in Zelda where his sword shoots swords. It was like it was like that.
We'll just say it's
that just happens at the end. That's like stolen paladin technology.
At one point, the paladin has a force field that just covers his head and his hands.
Mm-hmm.
Why? There's no even real reason.
Was he supposed to be restrained?
No, he just runs out of the room, and there's no reason for even... No.
Did he have his cape?
No, because...
Aha! There you go. When you don't have your cape...
Oh, you got
your head bubble. Oh, wow.
Please continue.
I want to talk about the princess stairway or whatever, but I also want to mention Ajax's familiar, the Novak.
Oh, you mean the Techno Viking?
He looked like Techno Viking, but he called himself Novak because he is of the Novak species, a clone species apparently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he would say things like, "I am Novak. I have killed 2,537 other Novaks to get to here, to this place today. How many Novaks have you killed?"
Which is really bizarre.
It's so fucking weird.
In sci-fi, because usually when you have alien species, they're like, I'm loyal to this species, but I kill all these other guys.
He was a clone.
Yeah, this guy's like, fuck everybody. I'm going to kill everyone that's
just like stormtroopers would.
Oh, I'm not familiar with that.
He also talked more like...
Stormtrooper?
Go read about World War II.
Oh, it's Nazi stuff?
That's what they called them, right?
I don't know. I don't know what stormtroopers
George
are.
Lucas was a Nazi sympathizer.
Oh!
No, I'm sorry. Since they were clones, they were Nazi synthesizers. So,
fuck you.
As with every Asylum movie, everybody's sort of accent or delivery changes depending on what day they shot it, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
And this guy started off like Mad Max. Ooh, yeah. Not Mad Max. Macho Man Randy Savage.
Macho Man Mad Max.
Where he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm a Novak. I killed 5,027 other Novaks to get here today.
Oh my God,
who's
really
going
good.
to get me in the ring?"
Oh
and at the end, when he's like, "I demand a trial through battle," and nobody would give it to him, and it pissed him off to no end. But yeah, Novak, aka Macho Man Randy Savage.
Who would be the Hulk Hogan to that Novak?
Kevin Sorbo. Disappointed. Oh wait, no, that wasn't him. No.
No, that is Kevin Sorbo.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Hercules? Yes.
Yeah. No, I thought that disappointed meme was from dude from The Dark Knight, Christian Bale, the guy from Thor.
Come on.
Disappointed. Do it live. Look, I've got my own fucking morning zoo soundboard. Do it live.
Stop pushing the buttons, dude. So what happens next? Yeah.
We are going completely non-linear with this whole thing.
That's totally fine.
So Joe Azuzu, a.k.a. Hugh Hefner, a.k.a. King Malstar.
Yep, that's the guy.
He has a daughter, and her name is Astera. Everybody either sounds like Zoloft, some kind of prescription drug.
Everyone's name was a full-on prescription name. And
Descovy.
Wish I could remember the name of that one that's like, it sounds like a disease, but it's not. It's fun, and we're having a commercial about it.
Clandestria. Slimenstra.
Why do we have commercials for prescription drugs? This seems like it should be illegal.
Wow.
This actress was in a movie I just talked about called Jungle Run, coming soon. And I really like her. She's not a terrible actress. I think that she was better in Jungle Run, although that movie was not great. It wasn't also terrible, but...
Well, you work with the script that you're given.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Was there a script for this movie?
Of course there was. Andy, don't be a dick. I'm just saying that I like this actress, but those abs. She had the
low-rise jeans and a crop top.
Jeans. Yep. You know, she had the whole sci-fi space jeans, crop top. Abs.
She didn't go like total Aeon Flux where it was just looked like ribbons, but I would have been cool with that.
Yeah, no, we all would. It's fine.
She has a little friend who helps her out.
Oh yeah, what's her friend's name that helps her out?
Helper.
Oh, okay, that makes sense because that's exactly what I would call my friend that helps me out.
She's a droid.
Oh,
we didn't find out that she was called Helper until forever. I mean, the running joke with me, at least, was that...
Really? What's your running joke? Because I didn't hear it 80 times while you're watching the movie.
It was that Helper, who did a lot of amazing things. I was waiting for the joke for Astera to say, not only that, but she gives great head.
Oh, see, that was like the tamest thing I've ever heard you say about Helper.
Fine, she eats good peas. So.
Thank you. I hope your mom's listening to this.
Whatever. So, or my church. Helper, we find out, stands for like human. Human light.
No, tell us what it stands for. Come on, Andy, let's go. It's
It stands for
yeah. Hard.
No.
Yep.
No.
No, it does.
Oh.
The first word was hard, like hard light something. I don't remember.
Oh.
I asked you and you're like, I don't know.
I only have the one, the immature one in my mind,
Yeah, exactly.
which was hoo eating lesbian professional robot.
Do any of those letters coincide with helper?
Hoo
Mm-hmm.
HOOHOO eating lesbian professional robot.
Thank you.
The
Arms crossed and
the second E is silent. But yeah, it stood for like hard light projection robot or some bullshit.
Yeah, they said it, and I was like, I should write that down. And I was like,
And I was like, no, you'll find it online. But we just watched the movie. We didn't have any fucking.
We literally just watched this.
Ran
piece of shit.
downstairs. So Helper, in between giving head.
Wait a minute. I
She's
missed
a
that
sex
part
robot.
of it. Every robot is a fucking sex robot. Are you kidding me? What are you talking about? We don't even need to talk about this.
Look, she has a particular set of skills.
Yes, as does every fucking robot. What are you fucking talking about? Of course it does. This doesn't even need to be said. It's obvious.
All robots give head.
Again, everybody knows this.
Especially the vacuum robots. She's gone from suck to blow. You didn't like that she has contractions.
I don't.
Or that she uses contractions.
Thank you. God damn it.
Did it on purpose.
I know. Yes, I wanted her to be like Data, where she had no idea of contractions. But you know what? That's not until like
When does Star Trek take place?
Next Generation is like 400 years from now. So it makes sense that they have developed contraction technology by now. So that's fine. Whatever. I just wanted the nostalgia of it. Please tell us more.
So Hugh Hefner
Yep.
finds out that his daughter, the prescription drug, has like snuck off of his like battle cruiser or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
See, the thing is none of the ships had names.
None of them had
Fucking
names.
stupid.
And when they showed them, so much of the movie was just in small rooms with spray painted sets
Yeah.
that when they showed the ships in space, I had no idea what I was looking at. It was,
No.
here's a big ship, here's a little ship, here's big and little ship. I don't know what's happening right now.
It's like the Michael Bay Transformers thing where everything moves so fast, but everything's at night, so you don't actually know what the fucking robots look like.
Right. I don't know if it's designed to be confusing and you're just like,
Dude,
just go along with it. It's fine.
No, it's cutting corners, so they don't have to explain anything.
And you know what? That's fine. If you're just like, look at over here, stuff is happening, and you're just like, I'm going along with the story. That's fine.
You tell me any fucking sci-fi movie that takes place in space that has
Star
ships.
Wars.
No, just name them. Let me finish. Where they have ships or vessels or like
Spaceballs.
whatever they are. How many have you seen that aren't asylum movies where the ships don't have names?
Oh, you know what?
It's like a fucking yacht club where everything has a fucking name. You have to name it or you're a shitty captain.
You know what, bro?
What up?
I have no fucking idea.
Exactly.
No, but what I'm saying is, I never pay attention to that part of the movie.
Well, okay.
Let me preface this with, I love sci-fi, I love horror, I love action, all that crap. But once you start getting into the details of anything, just tell me what happened. Don't tell me the name of this building they lived in. Just fucking...
Okay.
I'm not... Wait, you are absolutely not wrong at all. I'm just saying that my brain does not compute these things.
When Captain Janeway, you know, the captain of the Wayward, that's just how the show Voyager goes, right?
It was not the Wayward.
It was the Voyager. And
Right, but
that
was
show,
the name
the
of the
Enterprise.
show.
Okay, and then what is Riker's ship's name? Oh, you knew this last time.
Oh, you mean the Next Generation?
No, he flies the lower decks. You asshole. But anyway, I'm right, and I can't imagine like people sat there writing the script or whatever, and were like, "No, we're not naming these ships." Or when the fucking whole thing was over, they were like, "Oh shit, dude, We didn't name the ships, man.
Bro.
Ajax's pirate ship?
Bro,
dude.
Did you just say writers, a plural? Like, what are
Yeah.
you fucking talking about? This is one guy who wrote this in less than a week and was like, yeah, whatever. Here, can I have my check, please?
I think he wrote it in less than that, and I think that a lot
I'm
of the script
giving
was
him
fucking
the-
improvised.
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Maleficent,
Huazuzu?
Joe Huazuzu,
Uh-huh.
he had a sidekick named John Lovitz.
I don't think that's what his
Oh,
name
no,
is.
wait, it was Zealous.
It's a very fucking weird name. Hey,
It's
what's...
also an adjective.
Yes, it is very
a
much
plan.
religious adjective name, and I don't care for it.
It makes sense that the zealot has to battle the paladin at the end, but you didn't know that paladins were like good warriors of virtue.
I did not, but also, is that a word in our present day language that means that?
Paladin?
Yeah.
I know it from like fantasy and like role play and
Okay,
shit like that.
no. I'm talking about right now, not fantasy, not fiction. Right now, our present day language.
Sure, yeah. It's like a onward Christian warrior kind of thing.
Paladin is?
Yes. I can't believe you don't know the term
I have
paladin.
no idea what you're talking
All right.
about.
I don't know, dude. You're the one who read the Bible.
I mean,
You're the one who went to
I-
church.
I just like to cherry pick the shit that's wrong.
Oh, just like everybody. That's why I never read any of it. Remember when I thought that the New Testament was a remix of the Old Testament?
Yeah, that was like a month ago.
This was so very long ago. I don't know shit, dude. When Ministry had a record out in the 90s, it was called Psalm 69.
Yeah.
And I was like, Song 69. No, dude, it's Psalm. I had called up the radio station, WNHU. They had a thing to get tickets to a show. Okay, if you can tell me what the new Ministry album is called.
Baby.
And I was like, Song 69. He's like, what? Song 69. The way to succeed and the way to suck eggs. He's like, nope. And then like somebody else, and I was like, wait, what's a psalm? And then I saw it spelled. I'm like, like, what is that? And then Ian was like, it's from the Bible. Like, oh.
Oh,
Does that make me
baby.
more metal or goth or something that I don't know the Bible?
Yeah, dude, you are so much
Fuck
more legit
yeah, I'm
than everyone.
proto-legit. I'm like proto-legit.
Oh,
But so anyway,
sweetheart.
but that's the thing is, still knew that The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe was some Christian-ass bullshit.
Yeah, what was that?
I don't know. My favorite was that they tried to ban the books when I was a kid. And
What?
like, yeah, after the movies came out, Christians tried to ban that shit. And then the librarians were just like, these books, Prince Caspian, all that stuff, this is so incredibly Christian.
There was a cartoon. I remember specifically watching the cartoon. In every Sunday school, which wasn't many, that I went to, they read that book to us. How does no one know how Christian that book or series was? Anyways,
But there was also the weird thing that was on PBS. It was like a Canadian public television version of that.
oh, you mean Degrassi High?
What a cliffhanger. Tune in next time for the stunning conclusion. So until next week, thanks for joining us this week on the Asylum Case Studies. Special thanks to a very handsome and talented Andy Slater, our mixer and engineer extraordinaire. Make sure to visit us at asylumpod.com, where you can subscribe to the show in iTunes, Spotify, or wherever, so you'll never miss a case study. While you're at it, if you found any bit of enjoyment in the show, we'd appreciate a rating on iTunes, or if you'd simply tell a friend about the show, that would help us out too. Unless you're going to be a dick, then no thank you. So until next time, I'm Tressa Slater, and let me tell you something about pirates. You can't trust them, and their wiring is slapdash at best.